just boggles my mind.
Oh yeah, I mean, Beastyqt has been working really hard on STARBOW. Impact's kind of playing it part-time. Impact might have the Brood War skills, but Beastyqt has been practicing so hard when it comes to STARBOW.
Yeah, has Impact played much STARBOW lately? Because I know he played Brood War. He's got that under his belt.
He plays a little bit. Obviously, he's practicing for online events at the moment. He was unable to qualify for WCS Korea, so he's getting ready for the next season of that to try and break into Code A. And he's been just doing a few online events here and there and playing a little bit of STARBOW. It's definitely not his main thing, though.
Yeah, certainly on top of his mechanics, being a professional StarCraft 2 player.
It does help, yeah. And let's be honest, you know, he's on Wunjin stars for years playing Brood War, so those kind of skills are very transferable, as we've already seen.
Alright, let's introduce the players.
Let us indeed do that. To the northwest position, ladies and gentlemen. Playing Zerg and putting down the pool on 10, it is Axiom Impact. Versus his opponent to the southeast position, currently one apiece in this best-of-3 group stage series. In the green trunks, currently teamless. One could even call him a professional STARBOW player now. It's Beastyqt.
At this point, yeah, he has just been crushing the ladder. He is one of the favorites to win. At the same time, Crank as well was, but Impact actually destroyed Crank pretty convincingly with some very aggressive play. Those Brood War skills definitely shining to light. He knows how to do a Hydra Bust. He knows how to do shenanigans on Destination.
Yeah, it's not the first time that Crank's lost to that build as well, so it's obvious that Impact actually does know a good number of builds in STARBOW, and he has the mechanics to keep up with Crank. He's a younger player, he's a bit faster than Crank is, and I think when you play a map like STARBOW, that does make quite a bit of difference.
Oh yeah, especially with the increase in APM being useful.
Yeah. It's absolutely true, with all those different macro mechanics, the equivalent of Chrono Boost for all races, and all sorts of things like that. Yeah, it takes a little bit of work, and Impact is not going to see that second barracks, but looking at the contents of the base, he's going to be thinking, well, hang on a minute.
When's that CC coming down?
Yeah, when is it? You know, are you delaying it until I leave? And Impact tries to go back in, but Beastyqt denies him. So that second barracks is a nice little trick there. And I wonder if Impact is going to be tempted to try and take another hatch at this point, which might be very risky.
At the same time, he did immediately go into Lings right off the bat.
Yeah, he did. And that's lovely. Absolutely lovely engagement. Takes down 2 Marines, loses no Lings whatsoever. Still doesn't know about that barracks, but the problem with putting the barracks there is it's not going to be there to defend the main. That said, the wall-off is complete, so Impact is going to be able to delay this expansion, I would imagine, for a little while.
Absolutely. Oh, Beastyqt trying something cheeky. Tries to slip a bunker at the natural of Impact, but Impact spots it, shuts it down right away.
Well, might as well take the risk. Why not? You know, if you've got that many Marines, which he does. I mean, he now has 8 Marines, and I think Impact has realized what's going on. He's seen a few too many Marines for one barracks, and he's thinking, hang on a minute, okay, there's one proxied. So a spine crawler is going up. The hatch is not done yet. This is a reasonably large map. It's going to take a while for Beastyqt to get across it, but I don't think he's going to be able to get a spine at the natural by the time this hits.
Yeah, very good move from Impact to immediately get that Spire down. He's able to transfer it right over, and gets another in his natural. He needs to be absolutely safe against this, and perfect read out of Impact.
Yeah, liking this a lot for Impact. He's in a good position here. He does have the Swarm Queen available, and Enrage is also there, and he should be able to see the bunker, and he should shut that down very fast, actually. Queen's going to work on that. And the SCB is not going to die as of yet. Impact actually deciding not to do that and just to crush the bunker entirely. And it did the job. The spine crawlers are now deploying. The Queen is still enraged for another couple of seconds. Does he have enough to push this back?
Oh, it's a lot of Marines, and that bunker is going to go up. Oh, nice pickoff with the spine crawler.
Lovely. Lovely target fire there. The Swarm Queen has used her Nourishing Swarm there, and another Enrage goes off as well. But like you said, a lot of Marines. There's 16 on the map here, only 5 Lings. These spine crawlers are good for the moment, but they're not going to stay that way, and the Queens are not going to be able to fight for much longer with energy draining rapidly.
This pressure is actually doing its damage. All those drones, all the Lings, it could have been drones. The spines, how much energy, the energy use has been a little bit wasteful. Enraging double Queens when it just wasn't necessary.
Yeah, of course. You know, you want to try and use that Nourishing Swarm You want to try and use Inject Lava as well. Inject Lava, of course, does not spawn 7 lava anymore. Only spawns 3, but it spawns them at a faster rate. So he's been using that an awful lot. If any damage is taken, he can use Nourishing Swarm. If he decides to build another Spine Crawler, he can also use Nourishing Swarm to speed up the construction of that Spine Crawler. Impact, I think, now has enough lings once speed kicks in to push this away, but he doesn't want to go in without speed here.
Yep, absolutely. And that's going to be his method of choice of shutting down some rain pressure and giving some breathing room, while Beastyqt is expanded, using his 2 racks very cleverly, and using that as his wall-off to make sure his natural is safe from any potential counterattacks.
Impact is looking to try and kill this Marine Force before it gets back home, and speed is about to kick in. He may be able to pull that off. Beastyqt already knows about the flank. Really smart move there to send that Marine over. The question is, can they get back? Because speed's just kicked in. Beastyqt looking for a good position. Can he get it? He's trying to stutter step his way back. The surround has gone in, though. Will there be enough lings? Yes, because these, of course, are Brood War lings. There absolutely will be enough lings. Obliterated. Well, unfortunately, the counterattack potential is not that high here, and I think Impact is going to have to realize that and back off, but he did crush that army, so that means Beastyqt has no aggressive options for a while.
But he's just going to be focusing on his macro at this point, his economy, and Impact is primed to take his 3rd.
It's a bit late, though, isn't it? I mean, you'd think that Impact would... Oh.
Pretty normal at this point of the game, just based on how the game developed.
Yeah,
notice his opponent's way behind as well.
Yeah, I guess that's okay. We're going to see a double factory coming up. Probable mech transition. We see no tech labs going down on the barracks, so doesn't appear to be any interest in going that way. Tech lab immediately coming down for Beastyqt, so we will most likely see a tank coming out of there initially. And
yeah,
then just that big mech transition there.
Probably suspects that there is the lingering possibility of a very quick lurker play. Something like that could actually just kill Beastyqt at this point.
Sure.
So he's probably gearing up to protect against that, but he's actually be doing a surge of vultures to control the map, with speed vultures instead. And then leaves the possibility to switch into tanks.
Yeah, that's very true. The Iron Thrusters upgrade will give him the speed. You don't want to send vultures out without that when there's a lot of speedlings on the map. That's a pretty terrible idea. But Impact is building a Hydra Den very rapidly here. And he is, or at least he was, where is it? He was building it. I think he cancelled it, actually. Yes, he did.
Oh, wow, okay, so he's actually getting Spire Tech instead. His lair is about to finish.
Spire Tech should be pretty good, at least against what Beastyqt currently has. He's building Vultures. He's not, of course, starting to build up Goliaths at this point. He could switch into those at any time, though. He does just have 2 factories, however, so a big Mutalisk surge could really catch Beastyqt off guard.
And there is no engineering bay. He's really banking on this huge flux of vultures incoming.
Which is going to be pretty good against the Lings, but it's not going to be particularly fantastic against those Spire units, not at all. Engineering Bay is on the way here for Beastyqt. Spider Mines, of course, being researched as well, which will not do a damn thing against Mutalisks, but they will be reasonably effective against these Lings. Now the Vultures are pushing this back, and the standing army of Impact is now dead, which is a bit concerning because those Vultures are going right into the mineral line.
Oh no, and there's no wall-off! There's no Hydras in play. That cancel of the Hydra Den might have come back to bite him.
Yeah, he wanted to go for that big Mutalisk surprise, and the Spine Crawler will do a decent amount of damage and take out a couple of Vultures, but this is going to go for the 3rd base now, and we're going to rely on 2 Spines and the Enraged Queen, which looks like it is actually going to be enough.
I think the main reason this happened was there was just no scouting done by Impact to scout this. There was no Overseer like we saw last game. Nothing got in the main.
Well, there's going to be a lot of Mutas dropping fairly soon. Funnily enough, for the first time in Zerg history, the limit on the construction of Mutalisks is actually minerals at the moment and not gas. We've got over 1,000 gas banked here.
That shouldn't be the case pretty soon.
No, certainly not. There's now 9 Mutalisks coming in. Science vessel construction will begin shortly, considering Irradiate's coming in. A couple of Goliaths being added on as well. I think Beastyqt suspects something. Otherwise, you would have... Well, he definitely knows now, because the single Mutalisk pops out and says hi to the Vultures, and the rest are on the way. I wonder how much damage this will really do. It will certainly gain map control for Impact, no doubt about that. Will allow him to secure a 3rd, maybe even take a 4th base, and keep Beastyqt locked in there. But eventually, there's going to be enough Goliaths to kill this, especially with Science Vessel support.
Yeah, he's already been working on the Goliath count, so the Goliath count was already there to actually supplement turrets, so if he just gets a proper amount of turrets, he's got Irradiate on the way. It's about to finish, actually, and the Science Vessel's about to pop. He should be absolutely safe against Mutas. They could get something done, but this isn't going to kill him for certain.
No, I don't think so. And Impact's going to have to be very, very careful about engaging against Irradiate, especially those 2 turrets in Goliaths. Going in there is not a good idea. I think he's, at this point, pretty much... Oh, God, we've even got Chowan Booster coming out as well, so there's no way in a million years he's getting in there. But I think he just has to accept, all right, for the moment I have map control. Let's use these Mutalisks to make sure there's no more Vulture run-bys. Let's take a 4th. Let's take a 5th. Let's think about tech.
Oh, look at the fan-out of these Mutas, just... instant scout of the entire map.
Love it, love it. He still managed to miss the pack of 4 vultures to the side there, but all credit to him. I mean, his map vision is absolutely phenomenal right now, and this is a fairly large map, so I hope he will eventually spot those vultures.
That was really cute. In Beastyqt, he's actually going to be playing this slow, methodical, take more territory, and hold it style, at least at this current juncture.
Yep, and that will certainly be very slow indeed. This is maybe not the place you want to go with that many Mutalisks. There's an Irradiate going down here. He's deciding to fight, which I definitely don't agree with right now, and is taking quite a bit of damage. He gets 1 Goliath, does a little bit of damage to both, but he is able to push this 3rd base back, so that is at least the kind of the power of Mutas right now. The fact that Beastyqt does not want to commit with these Goliaths just yet, that far away.
I think that's actually just a misstep by him. He's got the Goliath count, and he's still got an Irradiate. Oh no, he's out of energy on Irradiate, no wonder.
Yep. I'm still kind of surprised that Impact is committing to this, but he is taking those Goliaths out, and the risk is if all the Goliaths go down, the siege tanks are exposed, but yeah, there's no way those Mutas are going to make that happen. We've got Scourge being added on here just to deal with the Science Vessels, having seen Irradiate, and the question is he going to continue to commit to Mutalisks? And the answer right now appears to be yes, there's 8 more on the way.
Yep, he's fighting against Mech, and Mutas really shine against Mech early on, and then he'll probably transition into probably more Defiler, Hydra, lean-oriented style.
Vulture run-by coming in, a lot of them as well. I think this mineral line's going to go down, and the commitment of Mutalisks to attacking that 3rd base has left the 3rd of Impact very open to this harassment. The Vultures will eventually die, but some damage is being done. In the meantime, the Mutalisks come in once again, trying to take out these Goliaths. 1 goes down, 2nd one goes down, 3rd one about to go down as well. There's still 3 more backing this one up, but SCBs are dying as well, and there's still 25 Mutalisks, and the Goliath count is only 6.
Oh man, and the Goliath army was actually split apart. The back row of Goliaths were just busy fighting Overseer and wasting their time.
Yep, looks like Science Vessels got took out as well, because there were 7 Scourge on the map, and now there aren't any, and there's also no Science Vessels, so I think we can deduce what happened there.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of missile turrets are not going to go up, and Impact is going to dive right on top of those Goliaths, but an Irradiate comes in as well. I don't know if that's going to be enough, though. That's 25 Mutas with the +1 Carapace upgrade on it as well. He's moving into missile turret range. Impact is going to lose a lot here to make this happen, but it doesn't matter. There's enough Mutas. GG. And Impact 2-1 against Beastyqt there. Well, I guess the solution